Swami said again impatiently for us to come up, and only our hands are going up, nothing else is happening, and we were... Or Parthi, whatever it is, wherever you try and come for darshan, or boys used to stay in the old hostel here. So whenever Swami would come from his room to the dining room or go across the terrace, boys would come out to try and see. And so would be in the old bungalow also. Swami would come out of the room, sometimes he'll glance near the window so he can see through the glass his silhouette. And from there he would go on to the next room, which might be slightly open, he will part the curtain to see. He might see, might not see. So again we will go running from there. Then from there he will go to the next room, from which there are 2-3 steps leading down to the passage, which I can come down to the lower part of the bungalow, that is the room where we had bhajans, or turn left and go to the dining hall. It was in a U shape, from his room to the dining room. And as would he come down the steps, he would open the door, so the latch sound would be there. And that from down we could hear. Okay, because there was as soon as he climbed down the steps, there was a grill window. Grill shutters, no? Yeah. That was of course behind curtain would be there. But that grill window, if Swami parts the curtain, he can see all who are standing down on the ground there. That is from the rear end of the other side of the bungalow, where hostel is one side, the other side, you can say, gate. So people will be assembled. So we will keep running from room to room and finally end up waiting near the grill, waiting for that sound of the click of the door latch opening up. And then a few minutes Swami will come down. So sure enough Swami will come and then open the screen. So all will be seeing that. And the beauty was from the hostel, it was one straight road to this place of darshan. So if somebody is seeing in the hostel, sees, so you will run from there. So one such time I ran and came. As Swami can also hear the pounding of the heels coming like that and reaching. As they're reaching, he's closing the screen. Oh, Swami, what's that? Then again he'll open. Then he sees us all smiles. So he'll enjoy that fun of closing and opening the curtain. And then finally he'll go again in that passage towards the dining hall. There would be one back door. It should lead on to the ladies' quarters hall. There also ladies who are standing there inside the ashram would stand there for Darshan. And you also have of course, separated by a compound wall, but you could always have a glimpse of the Gokulam side also, cows and other things. So there also we can stand on the other side of the compound and wall and then have a darshan. So run from here, sometimes it will be as if he has gone off. We will run there, then he will come back and open the curtain again. So we will run back again. So they used to have this fun. The same thing continued when it came to the new Trayee building also. Trayee building was built and then it had a passage of a cemented grill windows which would lead on to the dining hall. So we would wait for him to pass there and have that fleeting glance of wherever, how much ever you can get. It's never satiating. So keep trying to take chances, and one such afternoon, few of us were waiting there. So 2 boys and I was also waiting there. I had not really known that Swami had called for some work and things, but I happened to be there. And Swami was passing by. So as he came into the passage from there, hey, he said. So you are always, ears, you are always tuned to Swami's call. It was like, when Swami would come to Brindavan also, our ears were tuned for Swami's car horn. So that time there was no STD it was. You can't even now, as a flick of a mobile, minute to minute how Swami is travelling, where Swami is travelling, it used to be there. But at that time it was tongue call and lightning call, you know. By the time the call gets through, Swami would already come and gone back. But beauty of it was, Mr. Radhakrishna used to drive the Swami's car. Just before coming into the Brindavan gate, he would give a horn. That horn will create Pellman, whether we are having breakfast or lunch or dinner, plates will go flying, and somebody will say, Swami, and then everyone, fellows who are joining first, you will not know what's happening. No, you just run, that's all. By within few seconds, entire 350 fellows will be outside the hostel gate, and then will be lined up for Swami to come. So the thing is that ears are tuned to hear to car sound or Sai Gita's shout indicating that Swami is going to come. Same way when Swami said, hey, you knew Swami's voice? Randy, Swami called. So they ran, so I also ran along inside. From the back door, we went inside and reached the Trayee hall. Now Swami is standing on top of the, those who have known the Trayee hall, top there's a parapet and Swami has just got lotus petals. Swami keeps his hand and stands there. It's a round setting. Where in the first floor, Swami's room is there. From there, Swami can look into the hall, which is open. So we all of us, three of us stood there down, and Swami looked at us and he was waiting for us. So he said, as soon as we reached there, Swami said. Now, on the moment, he didn't say anything else. He said, So we were looking like this, and then we were doing like this. So we stretched our hand like this. Literally, I literally felt that Swami was wanting us to just come up like that. In the literal sense, levitate. So, wondering what Swami said again, impatiently for us to come up, and only our hands are going up, nothing else is happening. And we were feeling, see, we have to satisfy Swami. Swami is calling that, do something and make us go up like that. We were feeling that kind of anxiety, And then Swami, a few minutes, looked at us, our desperation light, and then, Em chesedi, purity ledu. Then he hit us like that. And Swami is so vehemently calling us. When he said, then he said, you don't have purity, what to do? Purity is not, purity ledu. It's a statement, For himself he is talking, but he is letting it aloud for us to know what he is really meaning. Purity ledu, you don't have purity, what to do? Okay, come let us. So he indicated to the stairs where we had to come up. He could have done first time itself. But to drive home the point that to be human and with purity, anything can be achieved. You can just walk over there, reach places. Probably that's why I think Vivekananda traversed the entire Bharat. It is just that it's not literally walked over the mountain line, but you would have thought and you would have been there, traversing across. That is the human capacity is so great that Swami just indicated that if you are pure, when I would have called you would have just come up like that. Come means you would have just reached him like that. So when he said that, and purity ledu, and indicated to come through stairs, so it was just a awestruck moment that you see how much he expects, that this thing has got potential. And then he just allowed that glimpse to happen. We are in the running mode and in the same, he allows all those running and small things with him. But at the same time, he expects us to rise to that level. Because as it is rightly said, with this you can really know that he has created us in his own image. With this thought, there is one more offshoot of a thought which comes to my mind. And this happened, the setting is in Purnachandra. This happened when pre-Dasara time, when the Gram Seva time, when Swami wanted to give this, actually not Gram Seva time, you can say. The clothes used to be given to the Narayanas, and the Narayana Seva was to be held in the grounds there. So boys had the unique chance of making the dhotis. It used to come in big, huge thans, huge bundles, and they would be stored inside the storerooms here. And Swami would allow us to take it out. And in the Purnachandra, each area was earmarked for one than to be kept, and both Brindavan boys and Puttaparthi boys all together were given the chance to re-bundle this into small dhotis. They would have this cuttings in between the than. So you have an indication where you can cut it and then fold it into dhotis and pile it up into bundles of 25 or 50 like. And groups were assigned the thans. And invariably Swami would come around to see how the work is going on and feel the pride of my own boys doing it, plus give a chance for a few boys to talk and things like that. But we were given the rider that nobody should move from their place and run around. Like usually in Swami comes, everyone rushes to wherever it is. But we were given the rider that stick to your group, whichever Swami goes, you don't rush up. He might come to your group and he might not, but at least clearly have a darshan from wherever you are. So one such occasion we had, and then as expected, Swami came. And I was with one of the groups, myself and few other boys. I remember two of us, because two of us were privy to this conversation which I am going to narrate. One was Brother Mallikeshwan. Now he is helping in the senior boys hostel. So he was also a student, my senior. And we were all together in one group, rebundling this. Swami came casually there and asking, inquiring. Then this Brother Mallikeshwan started a conversation. Swami, ఏమి స్వామి వాడు చాలా బాధపడుతున్నాడు. Means Swami, that boy is feeling very bad. He is saying, yes, he said to Swami, Swami is feeling very bad. Now, I mean, we could know from the conversation that one boy had upset Swami very, very much. And in the terms when we call out of form, means Swami will not look at him, Swami will not talk to him, Swami will send somebody to blast him also. Just to make him learn something which would have done wrong, which would have not in the scheme of things for him to develop himself, will upset Swami. And Swami should upset not for himself, but for that fellow's development's sake. At that time we will not know. We will be feeling the worst possible situation because everyone is getting the chance of getting talked to by Swami or listened by Swami or smiled by Swami. You are in the dumps. So Brother Mallikeshwan was wanting to help his cause. So he told Swami వాడు బాధపడుతున్నాడు. So still, because he had started the conversation and given a chance for Brother Mallikeshwan to, so he still allowed him to talk. Swami, human, Swami, weakness. So it's continuing, Swami, divine, forgive. Just then Swami turned immediately, humanic weakness, ledura. Again that awestruck situation, when he said, it's a popular adage when you say, to err is human, to forgive is divine. We know the adage, and it has been made like that. But to the ultimate person who has created us in his own image, what is it to be human is what he really brought out in these two things. In this one he said, to be human is not to have weakness. To be a perfect human being is to be devoid of all these weaknesses and to reflect the image of God. Saying that, he just walked off from there. For us to really, even now I can feel the ego, my hair rising with that situation, and Swami just told it and went off. Till then he was really, very casually talking, but when he uttered that and went, how much is there in the human being to develop himself, to make him really happy.